When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. No, that's not it. That's not how we're gonna start the episode. We're gonna start the episode like this. Pow! Panache! Bamboozy! I'm Danny, I'm here with Sam, and we're starting a rock band!
You're still doing the Herg voice. It would be good for rock band vocals, be like a butt rock situation. By good, I do mean bad.
Bad? It would be bad for it? Okay.
I wouldn't like it.
Oh, well. Good thing I'm trying to please you with all of my music.
It's always good to see you.
That I definitely make. We're playing Disco Elysium.
Something in her demeanor has changed.
The Hardy Boys.
Consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
I don't know if you're telling the truth, Empathy. You dirty rascal. The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched. Her feet long.
You don't look surprised.
You don't look
Chill,
surprised.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions.
I don't know, Rhetoric. I don't know if I trust that.
It's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her...
Thank God for volition.
Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
Shut up, Rhetoric.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the
Thank
Hardys.
God for
I
Kitsuragi.
couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
That's not a good
Not a
enough
good
reason.
You're right. There's more.
More?
Answer to the coalition government. And by extension, the more...
Okay, so Hardy was right
Yeah.
on that, telling the truth.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again.
What's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with
You
this?
share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will
What happens if they do?
kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Well, we'll see about that.
What did you do to all these people after you?
Yeah, what did you do to have these people after
It's
you?
not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewis-Duin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewis-Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewis-Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Yeah, it makes sense.
When I am king, the savings bank will be the first against the wall. Don't say that.
That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
What happened here?
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
No, I'll get to that. The night he died.
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
Okay.
I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together
Okay.
and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Brutal.
And then what happened?
Yeah, that one
He
happened.
was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
Interesting. So maybe it was meant for him. If nobody's tried to kill her since, she's been on this porch for a few days now. And also, it's also possible that maybe it didn't matter who died. Maybe there's another ulterior motive that doesn't have to do with any of this other stuff.
Someone was just trying to get the police here.
Yeah.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
That's a motherfucker.
That's a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm just gonna nod. We're going to need more details.
She looks down with a wince. Her cigarette has singed her fingers. She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you look pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines. Just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter? In the
Yeah,
process?
maybe. Maybe you
No.
did. What'd you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time.
Ruby, huh?
I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
She could still be fucking with me a little bit here, but I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, but I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body.
Yeah, but she refuses to cooperate with their story, so she still has some kind of ulterior motive. Either that or she's so, heartbroken over him that she isn't willing to save her own ass if it means committing him of having been a rapist.
To mislead you, tampering with the body.
Yeah.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, at least kids are
Completely
already.
missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
Oops. Oh, shit. Damn it.
Nailed it.
20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Okay. Then what'd you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What'd you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby? Where's this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Make
God.
Titus go. Jesus, you gotta talk to
We
Titus
need to
again.
talk to the Hardy Boys.
Death.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Did you kill... What? Did you kill Lely?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy.
Downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed him.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have.
Yeah,
meant
she's
it.
good. She's really good.
I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
Desires drive people loco.
They drive people loco.
She simply shakes her head.
Okay,
It's okay if you do.
I'd like to answer some other questions.
Like
first.
what?
Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia.
maybe it
What
did.
happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did.
I just don't know.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. But there's one thing I know, is that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth.
Shut up, reaction speed.
I don't think so. Why did you do it?
Why'd you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
Is composure... No, I don't know if composure is legit now, or if that was just one true thing composure said.
He kept
You
throwing
know.
stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Okay, so it's a lie, for sure.
Well,
Oh God. That was a lie too. Who made the call then? Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
when was the window changed?
Yeah, when was the window changed?
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
Angus and Titus are brothers.
You should have another look at that window after this.
I was thinking of doing that
Reconstruct the
indeed.
scene. It's right there.
In her
In her
bedroom,
bedroom,
inside.
Yes, You see the glass sparkling out of the corner.
Okay, I think we're done here.
She nods.
For
silently.
now.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone.
Shut up, drama.
She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up.
In God's name, wake up.
Continue pushing her.
You want manipulating her skill set, the love that did him in, lied about making the call, discussing. Thank God.
With a very high 97.
And I have good drama, so.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lying.
Yes!
She could have killed her lover. and
We got
lied
him
to
back.
everyone.
Let's.
Not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and willow wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name.
Of course
I
not
wish-
drama.
Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Okay, but should we arrest her?
Well, yes.
Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask.
Well, yes,
questions
you said?
first.
Well, probably.
Yes. Start at the top.
Can't we just
She's
arrest
at
her?
the bottom.
Arrest her later?
It's how we've always done it.
She's a flight risk, like he said.
Are you being legit right now, Sam?
That's what Volition said.
Well, right.
Well, okay, don't arrest her immediately, but
See?
All right.
you know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
You know, I think you didn't make that call to the
I
station.
did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
No, now you're paranoid.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Anyone can know the number and that someone coughed. It means
You want to keep pressing it? I think it's a fine idea.
yeah,
But
it means
I know
nothing.
the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officer.
Your real name
I am
isn't Klaasje Amandio.
It isn't.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
what?
Okay, it's not.
You admit to it.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB.
Was the passport
Yeah,
bullshit
lie
too? That
all the
passport to
time.
keep you hidden.
Yeah.
You keep it hidden.
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Klaasje Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smit.
Falsified
Anouk
documents.
Mears.
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where is this buoy?
Yeah, where's the buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
In the reeds, I'll have to check the buoy out.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds north.
Tell me your real name.
Past the
Tell me your real
Bergen
name.
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
Katarzyna Alasi.
Finally, we meet.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever.
Kim,
is
why have we
next.
not arrested her yet?
Yeah, Kim, why have we not arrested
There
her?
may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
What if I told you you're under arrest?
What if I
It
told you
hasn't
you're
been
under
arrested.
arrest?
But I haven't done anything illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation. She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
I don't think we should.
For an extended detention is what Kitsuragi said.
What does that even mean?
It means you're not arresting her.
Okay.
You're doing cop mumbo jumbo.
And since when have you been cool with cop mumbo jumbo?
Never, but we're playing a video game. I want to solve the murder. That's the story.
But are we
Come
gonna?
on.
Okay, but are we really gonna solve the murder by arresting her?
Well, maybe. Maybe not. Kitsuragi doesn't seem to think it's a bad idea.
You're just fucking head over heels for Kitsuragi.
Oh, I'm just head over heels for the best character in the game. Can you blame me?
Yes.
Why?
You're
can
just
you blame
God. You're I can't trust you. You're just like all the other guys for Klaasje.
Oh, I'm just like all the other guys for Klaasje. Uh-huh.
Oh fuck. I'm alone here.
Just go along with it. What's the worst that happens if you arrest her?
I arrest her and I feel bad about it because she'll probably get
You
killed.
arrest her and you feel bad. You were like 2 minutes ago like, oh, I don't feel bad for, shitting it up with her because she was manipulating us. Now she's on the other foot.
Well, there's a difference between conversationally, putting someone under your thumb and arresting them.
You're a cop. Arresting people is what cops do.
Maybe.
Are you gonna let her run the fuck away? Because if you've unraveled a lot of her stuff, who's to say she can't go fucking hide from your ass?
Yeah, well, what's the problem with that?
The problem with that is that at least if you arrest her, you'll be able to refer back, be like, if she's the fuck out of here, she's the fuck out of here. If Mr. Hardy's like, oh, I'll talk to Klaasje about that one, you can't do that if she fucking, you can't watch that.
But first off, if we arrest her now, what are we actually doing with her? Is she gonna be in the cop car for the rest of this?
Conceivably. Well, lucky me, your dialogue options don't really give you a back down.
Failure to
Avenue.
aid a police officer. You have wasted our time.
You misrepresent 2 is the
I think 2's the real one.
real one, yeah.
Yeah, you misrepresented information about the case. Without the Hardy's confession, we'd know nothing.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Holy shit.
We don't have those.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A
Is she-
2-story drop to the plaza.
Hang
Market.
on.
If she could, she
What?
would have run before.
Not hang on, but Keep
I know
going.
who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
And why do you
What?
think it was her?
Yeah, why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
What is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that.
That would partially explain why the key to the back zone was in the Union
Holy
lounge.
shit, and the key in the peephole?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. If that's true, that's fucked up. Girl.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Sounds like she was fixated on you.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs.
And she could have,
She knew Lely was dead.
What's your
She wasn't
revelation?
surprised at all.
because she literally could have just gone up, shot her, gone back down.
She cleaned it all up.
Would have been easy.
She had a plan.
Yeah, I agree.
We just gotta ask the Hardys if Ruby stepped out. And it would be that simple.
How much time do we got left? How much time have I wasted? All right,
We're
we don't have a
technically
lot.
out of time for this episode, I think, if I remember correctly. I
We're
haven't been
close
looking
to
at
it.
People don't usually keep things together under stress like that.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it.
Alright.
And she's a pro. She must be.
And how could she have killed her?
I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but
And how could she have killed him?
you said there was a secret route there, right?
No. And that there were footprints.
She could have come up through there, then taken this shot right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside.
Right.
I wouldn't have seen her.
We said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you and I said that. We in the game.
But the gunshot was from far away.
Allegedly, yes.
Yeah.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing.
No, that's
Is
not it.
possible.
That's not
No,
what it
that's
is.
not it. Somebody
Interesting theory.
get perception on the
The
line.
door exists. Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
What is it? You're thinking about,
Either one's probably fine. I don't
Yeah.
think it's.
You're thinking about the
You might
people,
even be able
right?
to ask both.
What's that?
I said you might even be able to ask both. Sometimes you can.
she would have seen us. My bed is right next to...
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No. I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there. Don't let your imagination run wild here, sire. Keep it on
Yeah,
track.
thanks, Drama. Nice to have you back. That's it for Ruby.
Okay. And what? Arrest the liar now. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful.
Shut up, authority.
Alrighty.
Being upfront with it now. What am I gonna do with you?
She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Who?
Oh,
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
That's all, and that's all good. If you, it says step a little bit closer. She might talk more if you pick number
You're
one.
right,
If
you're
you
right.
back-
Authority was talking about that. That's all good, but I think we should still take you in just in case.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know. But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What do you deserve then?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink, and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
What other
Other
options do I have?
You have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here.
Well, you're not above lying.
Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months. Or maybe even 1 month.
2 months or maybe even 1 month. What do you need?
No, you won't go in.
You do have the form.
That's it.
You did.
I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromised.
Really?
Definitely,
Really?
sire.
What will have changed in 2 months or 1 month? That's the question.
Yeah, what'll have changed?
Everything could change. This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Revachol.
There is desperation there in that silence. A cornered animal looking for a way out.
Maybe Revachol could be free. I could be tried in a free Revachol. An independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
I also find it hard to believe is probably the answer here that doesn't take any crazy stance. Or
Not
this has
on
got
my
nothing
watch,
to do-
holy cow.
This has got nothing to do with anything, or one might be your other.
This has...
For your sensibilities, I think those are the two answers.
I mean, I like the sound of that. But,
That's playing into what she's saying.
yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. That's not what this is about. This has got nothing to do with
I
anything.
know, but
The political gambit has failed. This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone.
All right.
Throne.
You have no other option but to choose.
I've made my choice.
She looks at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day. Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
So our options are Kim, arrest her before this drags out any longer. To arrest her, let's write you a station call. How do you pronounce the name again?
What?
Her name.
Oh, Katazrin. Katazrin? Katazrin?
Katazrin. If you miss it,
However
I
you-
can't help you anymore. I'll let you off the hook for now. Don't make me regret it.
I don't think letting her off the hook is a good idea.
They made the mistake of giving me a middle option. I think. I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts first. Compromise,
Okay.
Sam.
Okay, compromise, you cocksucker, you. Fuck off, compromise, you shit motherfucker.
I think I'm gonna use that more.
Well, whatever the case, you'll have plenty of contexts in which it's useful, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, this has nothing to do with the case. What are your thoughts?
I'm obfuscating just like you, Danny.
I'm almost proud.
So, okay. Because I have a different perspective on all three of the answers here. I think for the sake of solving the case, I think that because this game gives you plenty of opportunities to make a dubiously ethical decision in the interest of making your life easier, like helping out Everard to get your gun back and etc. So I think of arresting her as being along those lines. Where like that would be useful, I think.
Perhaps.
But you've wavered off from making some of the more ethically objectionable decisions.
Like, look, it would be easy for me to take bribes too, but I haven't been doing that.
So that's that. As far as letting her off, I mean, the thing she said about Ruby holds water, and we know that people have been rummaging around back in that passageway, and there was the peephole and all that. So it is like she probably did not kill the guy directly. She didn't fire the gun, I don't think. Because if she had, there'd be no reason for the glass to be broken. There'd be then the footsteps in the hallway would be a loose end. Giving her a station call is what she wants. Or at least that was her, like, safety gambit. My thought is that you give her a station call, you might be able to refer back to her later, I guess, as opposed to if you sent her off with him.
Right. Look, you did say enough that Kim will have to transport her, so she is going to go to jail today if I arrest her.
Right. It's a shame. The Volition only said you should make the choice. Drama is pissed and just wants you to be ruthless at her. And every other voice wants you to let her off.
We love Volition. Drama's our highest stat.
Drama's our highest stat, but it's also taking quite the angry approach to this.
Well, Drama doesn't like having been dramaed. Our lying to people stat doesn't like having been lied to. So here's my thought then. If you've said everything you have to say.
I think I have.
On one hand, I fundamentally disagree with some of the things she did. Like, I do agree to some degree with, like, you gotta make a living sometimes. But it does sound like completely dismantling companies in that way is going to have a large effect on a lot of normal people. You know, like, it's obviously something that is bad for
it's a dubiously ethical decision. I've seen plenty of those.
So obviously there's reasons why she deserves punishment. And so on that grounds, I understand arresting her. And let's be honest here. The station call thing, so my understanding is this: arresting her, that's doing, like, our duties to the best of our ability. station call is kind of what Kim wants. It seems like Kim might want that, right? But really, it's like station calls are a way of letting her get away and not feeling too bad about it. Right? Because she's probably going to get away.
It's the middle option. She's probably not going to come in. She's probably going to skip town. Blah, 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 blah. She'll go hide out in Everard's container for the rest of the game.
Yeah. But of course, also, if she doesn't make the station call, then she will be basically a fugitive in Revachol.
Yeah, she's already basically a fugitive. And also, she's a fugitive in Revachol, but she's staying in Martinez where the RCM doesn't have a whole lot of authority anyway.
Yeah, but that might change by the end of this game. Letting her off the hook, that's obviously what's best, what she wants. It won't really come with any repercussions. First things first, I'm not going to arrest her. I'm not doing number one. To me, it seems pretty clear that arresting her would be basically giving her the death sentence. There's enough people who are out there who want to kill her that she's probably just going to be killed in jail or something if she even makes it that far. And I don't think that's fair at all. I mean, is the purpose of prison, not just it's served to be some sort of punishment and or reformation, I guess, depending on who you ask. I feel like there's here's the thing. The one thing that we don't have for sure technically is whether she's still keeping things from us. I'd feel like with our high drama stat, we would know at this point whether anything she'd said was a lie in the last few minutes. But it is possible that there's stuff she's still keeping from us or something like that. However, I just don't. So it's still possible there's some extra twist we don't know about. But if we're taking everything we know now to be all the info about her situation, I don't know if she deserves to get arrested, or at least the implications of what getting arrested right here and now would do to her. And the question is, do we write her a station call or let her off the hook?
Well, whatever suits you better than taking the middle option, huh? I don't think that letting her off the hook suits your purpose as well.
In what sense?
Because, okay. Just my thought is like, I guess I'm not entirely sure. I just feel like it's not the right decision. You can do whatever you want, I guess. But I guess because between writing her a station call and letting her off the hook, there isn't a ton of immediate difference between the two. She'll still be in town either way for a time.
Yeah.
I have to wonder, because making a station call was like her plea bargain. So what's the chance she switches up on you? I don't know.
What do you mean?
You give her what she wants and she goes, fuck you, metaphorically speaking.
I guess that's possible. I guess that's very possible. I am somewhat inclined to give her the station call, but, we both know she's not going to go to the station call.
Right.
It's giving ourselves a little pat on the back, like, oh man, we did the right thing, but, we're letting her go either way. Number 2 is for people like me who really want to feel good about themselves doing the middle road.
Hard to take the middle road when you're a cop, isn't it? You're always enforcing somebody's laws.
I suppose you are. The RCM.
Roll credits. Disco Elysium.
This is it. This is the end of the game. I'm inclined to let her off the hook at this point. I just don't think...
It'll make me regret it.
I don't want to arrest her. I don't want to do that. And
Maybe you're the one that's been compromised.
And I also don't want to lie to myself here. Maybe so. But aren't we all a little bit compromised?
Yeah.
In many ways, all at once, to different things and people and ideas. I'll let you off the hook for now. Don't make me regret it.
I won't, sir.
All right.
Let's
I
talk
think
about
that's
you.
nothing. There's nothing there. Cool.
Him stretching his little arm.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her
Yep.
breath,
Shit.
as if in the presence of
Try again when it's
Samantha.
not snowing. God damn it. Why would I? Okay. Let's get back to those lies you told.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us.
Oh, I guess you've
We
been over all this.
demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
All right.
She slowly lights another
What
cigarette.
is this? God, this godly shivers check. What is
as
this
if
fucking
in the
shit?
presence of some tiger.
Well, it's a white check. 3%.
Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. The sky is low and cold. You hear the distant murmur of motor connections somewhere south of here.
What the hell could that possibly be?
Superstar law official.
Well, I got 2.
Oh, we got
As you
black
look back
bubbles
to
now.
think, so love did do him in, after all.
I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
It killed him. But it's communism. Looks
Well, it's
like
the
love did
union.
him in after all.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help.
Inland
This may help
Empire?
The others see.
Inland Empires, yeah.
Okay.
Inland Empire.
It killed him.
No. Communism killed him.
Oh, that's right.
Remember? Love made it possible. You know this much.
Say nothing, let her answer. Well, what is communism in this? I'm not saying
You
it.
do not know. A wind of needles. Airships flutter in the stratosphere.
How do
I
I?
know all this
Who
then.
knows? It's getting cold out. You should go.
Say nothing.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real. He's
Why?
that way.
Easier that way.
Was it real?
I don't know.
There's a nod. The smallest of nods.
What do we
The
get?
other one.
We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
Oh, God. Is
That's
this
because I keep saying none of the above the political stuff, isn't it?
is this the game calling me to be a moralist?
Number 3.
Because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience.
That's so pretentious. Where is it?
It is not a place.
Oh, is enlightened centrism, my dear boy.
that can only arise in the right circumstances.
Don't
All of
make
human history
this a
has
thing.
only been achieved a handful of times.
I'm centrist.
You know.
I'm centrist only because of how fucking radical everything else is, alright? I don't need centrism to be radical as well.
I'm centrist only because everyone else is too radical.
Alright, well, I think there's room to not be centrist and not be radical in real life. The game is different. How do you achieve those circumstances?
Incrementally. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly.
Okay.
That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability.
What about all the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
Okay. Empathy, you're the centrist one?
You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What sang-froid?
What?
What
What
benevolence?
thing, friend?
Wait, what is this? Okay.
Is the kingdom of conscience really about doing things or just preserving the status quo?
Yeah.
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
Okay, well you're you're manipulating the empathy. But yes, I'll play into your game.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
Okay, what's it actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Man, that sounds kind of terrible.
So I guess this is the real question, right? In this playthrough, we've been leaning pretty hard into not giving strong opinions. And so that we're definitely, and because we're not really doing a bit playthrough, we're not going to go for, like, if we cross the lines on those to get the opt-ins, we're not going to be fascists or libertarians either. So the question is, do we commit to, like, let's be central? Like, are we going to commit to having one of the 4 political ideologies, or are we going to gather no political ideologies, even centrism?
That's up to you. As far as the political angle is concerned, you stray somewhat from the direction I would take. I'm gonna leave this to you to avoid
Well,
being compromised.
if it were me, I'd opt out. But it also does feel kind of lame to not engage with any of the 4 political.
Well, you could say that that's a choice in and of itself, couldn't you?
To not engage in any of them? I thought being the moralist would be not engaging in any of them, but I guess I'm wrong.
No, you're engaging in them.
Yeah.
You don't trick yourself. You're not engaging.
I guess there's a difference between opting out of political discourse because you have other shit to do and opting out as a political statement. Yeah, I feel like we're probably missing out on an amount of dialogue from not having any political discourse, but I can always play this game again at some point, right?
You can.
And I guess I'll do that. I don't feel too great about it, though, if I'm being honest. Trying have gone with communism when I had the chance. It seems fine. I still want to live for the present, though.
What you want is immaterial. The kingdom of conscience is coming, whether you like it or not. Only very slowly.
I see. Inspect the window again, remember?
Well, I think we have to end the episode. Next
Well,
time,
you're right.
we'll talk to the Hardy Boys for the th time. Oh boy.
Inspect the window.
Yippee hurrah.